Thank you, Caroline. The two captains just shaking hands on the halfway line. Arda Turan for Turkey, Dario Srna of Croatia winning his 130th cap for his country this afternoon. Rain is falling in Paris. Grey skies above the Parc des Princes. First game in Group D is just about to get underway. Turkey against Croatia tomorrow afternoon. The other two teams in the group play their first game. That is Spain against the Czech Republic. Now, the last time these two teams met, Turkey and Croatia, was in the playoffs for Euro 2012, and it was Croatia who got the better of that one with a wonderful 3-0 win in Istanbul in the first leg that took them through to the tournament. But go back 4 years before that to Euro 2008 quarter-finals, and it was Turkey who got the better there on a penalty shootout. Two good teams, technically very accomplished. I'll get you through the two-team lineups in just a second, but we're just about ready to go. Jonas Eriksson, the Swede, is our referee. He's in bright yellow. Turkey have gone all sort of Spider-Man on us with their kit at Euro 2016. It's a dark red shirt, but with kind of a spider's web checked into it in black shorts and black socks. And Croatia all in blue with white numbers on their backs. The game is underway, and Turkey have gone long down the left-hand side, and the ball has gone out for an early Croatia throw. So much midfield strength in this game, Mark Lawrence.
There is. I mean, I like the fact that Davor Suker just said, you know, we keep Rakitic fit and Modric fit. We've got a really good side. He didn't say it's 11-man game. He pointed to the bleeding obvious, which was they're such good players, keep them fit. The good thing as well is with this little bit of rain, it might make the game and the pitch even quicker.
0-0, Arda Turan, the Turkish captain, with an early ball into the edge of the Croatian penalty area. Strong challenge there on the edge of the box. No free kick given, so Croatia get themselves on the ball. One of the key men Mark just mentioned, Ivan Rakitic of Barcelona. Plays it to Ivan Perisic on the left-hand side. Little step over from him, still going. Dinks one down the line to Mandzukic. His back heel is blocked, and the ball goes out for a Croatia throw. Taken quickly, down to the byline to Perisic. Played back to Mandzukic, who Croatia would probably want in the middle there as he floats a ball to the edge of the area. The header is won. It's back with Luka Modric, impish little figure in his dark blue Croatian shirt. Another cross into the penalty. Oh, and it's volleyed just wide of the far post by Rakitic, who caught it first time. And that's a good start to this game.
Great start. Great early ball in. Rakitic, lovely run, and he just kind of helped it round the corner. Lovely little touch. If anything, a little bit of a shinner. If he caught it full on, that could have been 1-0 to Croatia.
Ivan Rakitic, who hasn't had the happiest time at the Euros. He was one who missed in the penalty shootout in the quarter-finals in 2008, and I remember 4 years ago in the last group game against Spain, him having a wonderful headed chance in the second half to potentially give Croatia the lead and knock Spain out of the tournament. He nodded it straight at Iker Casillas, and again here hasn't been able to take his chance early in the game. 2 minutes played at the Parc des Princes. It is Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Another one to chase here down the right-hand side, and Brozovic, I didn't think he was able to keep that in. No, linesman's there, flag is up, and the ball is out for a goal kick. Let's get you through the two teams then. Turkey first of all, Volkan Babacan in goal, a back four of Gökhan Gönül, Mehmet Topal, Hakan Balta and Caner Erkin. 21-year-old Ozan Tufan in the midfield three in a 4-3-3 here. Very exciting young talent for Turkey. Selçuk Inan in the middle of that three, scored the late goal against Iceland in the last qualifier, which got Turkey here as the best third-place team in all qualification. Oguzhan Özyakup, former Arsenal player, now at Besiktas, had a very good season for them. He's in there. Çalhanoğlu of Bayer Leverkusen, Arda Turan we've already mentioned, and Cenk Tosun is the number 9 who plays up front. Heavy challenge on Luka Modric here. The Croatians don't like it, and the Turkish players are immediately surrounding the referee as well to try and make sure their man doesn't get booked. Yeah,
I don't think he will get booked now. I think this is part and parcel, as we spoke before the programme, of referees trying to let the game flow. I mean, Modric was clever. He read the challenge and he knew it was coming. I think it's one of the that looks far worse. He's a decent referee as well, this guy, for me. And he's just going to give him a little bit of a talking. There you go. I like that.
Yeah. Did the Europa League final, Jonas Eriksson.
I like that. Did he that? That's where I saw him. I knew I'd seen him in the last few weeks.
Yeah. 5 Live Sports, Sunday afternoon, Euro 2016, day 3, 5 o'clock this afternoon. Northern Ireland make their bow in the European Championship. They're playing in Nice, full commentary from us. Poland against Northern Ireland, and 8 o'clock tonight, Conor McNamara is alongside former German international Jens Lehmann for Germany against Ukraine. Both games also on BBC television.
We've also seen as well straight away Mandzukic, who's the only striker really you'd say for Croatia, is running down the left and the right hand channel.
Corner for Croatia. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. I'll give you that Croatian team in just a second. Lots of Turkish fans at this end of the ground. Vida, Croatian centre-back, can't get on the header at the far post. Low ball in from Strinic. Turkey should be able to get this away now. It's brought out by Ozyakup, who's running away from Vida. He gets a foot in, the ball goes out for a Turkey throw. It's 0-0.
There were only 4 Croatian players in the 18-yard box against, I think I counted 9 at the very least, so you'd have to be absolute pinpoint accuracy to score a goal from that set piece.
Yeah, you need Harry Kane to take it probably, Mark.
And then run in and head it.
Yeah, exactly. Daniel Subasic of Monaco in goal for Croatia. Dario Serna, the captain, at right back. Ivan Strinic of Napoli at left back. Vedran Čorluka, former Manchester City and Tottenham man, at centre back, alongside Domagoj Vida. Milan Bardel in holding midfield. Modric and Rakitic ahead of him. Perisic and Brozovic are the wide men supporting Mario Mandzukic of Juventus through the middle. Subasic, the goalkeeper, gets his first touch, clears with his left foot up towards the halfway line. The ball is bouncing around there. Neither team can bring it under control. Janer tries to clear with his left foot. Mandzukic comes in from behind, got the ball. Janer then kicked Mandzukic, fell over and got the free kick.
Yeah, I think he just impeded him a little bit when he was about to play the ball. He had no idea that Mandzukic was as close.
Çalhanoğlu of Bayer Leverkusen, number 6 for Turkey. White number 6 on his back. Turkey in possession of the ball and attacking now down the right-hand side with Selçuk. Plays it up to the edge of the area. Ozan of Fenerbahce hooks the ball over his left shoulder. Edge of the box, headed away by Perisic. Mandzukic with a nice little flick here. Gets it away down the left-hand side. And Rakitic is on the ball for Croatia. Playing it back to his left-back, Strinic. He's recently been recalled to the Croatia squad because of injury to Josip Pivaric, who probably would have been the starting left-back at this tournament and hasn't played too much football for Napoli this season. Modric has played plenty for Real Madrid. Croatia on the ball, knocking it around very calmly inside their own half. The ponytailed centre-back Domagoj Vida finds Strinic again. Perisic under pressure on the left-hand side, fires it back to Strinic. Strinic forward into midfield, and Bardel is felled. And Croatia get the free kick. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Mark Lawrence.
If you've got a ponytail, you're a centre-back, you've got to be some player. You really seriously have.
85058 at 5 Live Sport. If you can send us in other centre-backs with ponytails. Going to try and think of some while we concentrate on the commentary. Perisic, left-footed half-volley cross, is high, looping and behind for a goal kick. I think you'd probably have to head to the continent, wouldn't you?
What? Yeah, but what about the Greek guy who played for Liverpool? He also had a spell at Rangers.
Yeah.
Did he not used to have a ponytail?
His name is I can picture him, and his name is completely gone. Someone at the studio will be whirring away in the background, and they'll get us that information. Euro 2016, BBC Radio 5 Live.
Kyriakos? No, something like that. I don't know.
Kyriakos.
Yeah, maybe, possibly.
Kyriakos. I think you might be right. Good shout from Mark Lawrence.
First.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Poland, Northern Ireland at 5 o'clock on 5 Live. Germany, Ukraine is at 8 o'clock. That commentary comes from Lille. Here comes Ozyakup, who is fouled by Bardel. Oguzhan Ozyakup, former Arsenal man, one of those who played plenty of football for the reserves and the younger teams, never really made it to the first team, a couple of League Cup appearances. He's just had a very good season for Besiktas, and of course, being an Arsenal man, skillful, silky midfielder. Scored 9 goals last season for Besiktas. He's won Turkey the free kick, 8 minutes in, and that free kick is about 35 yards from goal, and the Croatian defenders just getting themselves organised in a straight blue-shirted line on the edge of their penalty area. All their supporters, pretty much all the supporters in the stadium, in the red and white tablecloth check shirts. Delivery is awful from the free kick, straight at the keeper.
Well, the keeper didn't actually need to catch it, could have just let it go out. And you rightly say, it's such a waste.
As you said before the game, Mark, actually, it'd be interesting to keep an eye on the two keepers today, because every single game so far, we've had a howler, haven't we, really?
Absolutely right. I mean, it's been very, very strange. I mean, Gareth Bale goal should have been stopped.
Yeah. Dyer's free kick.
Dyer's free kick should have been stopped. I did the first game, France.
Romania.
Yeah, I mean, the first goal in that game should have been stopped.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Free kick goes Turkey's way again, inside their half. Played 9 minutes in the first half at the Parc des Princes. Turkey 0, Croatia 0.
Well, Croatia started off quite kind of silky, and now all of a sudden Turkey's trying to dominate the ball a little bit.
Going to be a real battle of technical midfielders in Group D. Should be some really good games in this group. Spain, Czech Republic is tomorrow. Watching Modric and Rakitic here. Possibly Rosicky if fit for the Czech Republic. Spain, of course, stock full of midfielders. Lovely little touch from Modric here on the halfway line, but a good tackle on him from Ojikup. Wins the ball back for Turkey. Yeah, took ball and man, but very clearly took the ball. Arda Turan now. Bearded figure is fouled. The Turkish captain hasn't been able to play too much football for Barcelona this season, so he'll be itching to get into the action. Modric wins it back for Croatia. Perisic has overrun it here as he crossed the halfway line. Turkey get the ball back, and you can hear the roar from the Turkish fans.
Well, and also every time a Turkish player is challenged, you hear the roar ×2 for a free kick.
Yeah, I saw a few Turkish and Croatian fans around the city of Paris yesterday and this morning in the rain on my way in. Turkish fans with their bright red flags, Croatians with the red and white checks. Free kick Turkey on the halfway line.
They have some big old boys, the Croatians, their supporters.
Yes.
Dear, oh dear, I crossed one of the bridges before. I had to cross over, it went dark. They were that big, some of them.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Free kick just inside the Croatia half. Selçuk, the number 8, takes it, plays it to the left-sided centre-back, Hakan. Turkey just walking around at the moment. Arda Turan, the skipper. Again, the ball comes into the back four, and Hakan decides to just turn and play it back to his keeper in shocking bright pink. That's Volkan Babacan, who is unbeaten for Turkey in competitive internationals. Long clearance from him, chested down on the halfway line. Here's Ozyakup, little trick, and little flip pass sideways comes from Selçuk to Hakan. Croatia just standing off Turkey at the moment on the halfway line, and now it is Arda Turan who gets closed down. Ball played infield towards Ozan Tufan. Back again to Caner. Ozan is deep, 21-year-old, quite a stocky build. Ozan on the ball again, 20 yards outside his penalty area, just strokes a nice side-footed pass to get Turkey moving up the pitch down the right-hand side. Kept in play here, and then cutting infield is the right-back Gökhan, and he's still going. Challenge on him in the end from Rakitic, and Croatia now try to play out just in front of their own penalty area. Ozan wins the ball, charges through to the edge of the box, then Croatia come clear, and Mandzukic again, who is picked the ball up out wide, now starts to arrow his run in from the left-hand side and plays a terrible ball infield, and Turkey have it back.
Well, and not only that, he cut out at least 4 if not 5 of his own team, but the Turks can't really take advantage.
Turkey again in these dark red shirts with the crisscross black mesh pattern upon them, have the ball midway inside the Croatia half. Ozyakup, ball is now out wide to Çalhanoğlu. Right-footed pass through the legs of Ozyakup. Ozan with the drive, scuffs the shot, first effort on goal for Turkey, and it's well wide.
Probably seemed like a good idea at the time, but the passing's good and the passing's quick, and I can get the feel we're going to see a really good game here, although, as you keep rightly saying, ABB, going to be dominated by the midfield players.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0.
Fatih Terim, he always looks like he should be a diplomat, doesn't he? He's just got that look about him.
He's the Turkish coach, Fatih Terim, known as the Emperor. Third spell in charge of Turkey. Third time, actually, Croatia have played Turkey at the Euros. And Fatih Terim's been in charge of Turkey all 3 times. Took them to the semi-finals in 2008, beat Croatia in the quarter-finals, lost 3-2 to Germany in a thrilling game in the semi-finals. And here he is in charge again. Header clear from Cerna. Croatia's right back and captain. Mandzukic drifting wide to the right-hand side, laid back to Cerna. Cerna chips it forward where it's chased by Brozovic. Brozovic with a little shove there on Mehmet, and the ball is shepherded behind for the goal kick anyway.
It wasn't a bad ball, actually. It just seemed to skid off the turf a little bit because, well, as everybody knows watching football nowadays, the pitches are severely watered, but also because of the rain, it has made them a little bit slippy.
Both teams in good form since qualification for Euro 2016. Turkey 5 wins, 1 draw, just 1 defeat in the 7 games, and that of course was against England at the Etihad Stadium not so long ago. Lost the game 2-1. Croatia unbeaten since they qualified, winning 4 and drawing 1. Their last warm-up game was against San Marino. They beat them by 10 goals to 0.
Well, what a waste that was.
Modric on the ball for Croatia. Nice little side-footed pass forward. Rakitic trying to thread one through to Mandzukic in the more central position. It's cut out by Arda Turan in the bright yellow boots. Plays it back into defence.
I think he's just allowed to go everywhere, isn't he, Arda Turan? Quite rightly so, because he is their star player.
Yeah. 92nd cap he wins today. Was a 21-year-old back in 2008. Was an absolute star of the tournament for Turkey there as they made those semi-finals. The ball is given away by Turkey. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. BBC Radio 5 Live this Sunday afternoon. Next commentary coming up will be a cracker. Northern Ireland are in Nice and they're playing Poland, and you'll hear it in full here on 5 Live. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Modric, little casual flick with the outside of his right boot, finds his centre-back Vida. Not the best pass from him. Strinic had to come scampering back on the left-hand side, so slows down a little. Croatia knock it across the back 4. Another hugely experienced international in Çorluca. Çorluca to Bardel. He was caught as he got the pass away. Advantage is played. Low ball into the Turkish penalty area. He's whacked clear by Hakan. And out for a throw to Croatia on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it wasn't a particularly good cross, was it? But I watched Modric the last kind of 3 or 4 months of the season. I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. It's like he has wing mirrors. He knows where absolutely everybody is. And he just seems in that clustered and clattered midfield area to have all the time in the world.
Yeah, just like Gareth Bale, 2 Champions League titles in 3 seasons, playing a massive part. Croatia, meanwhile, have won a corner. See how many men they throw forward here. Çorluca is up. Cerna with the delivery with his right foot. Mandzukic is in there. It's headed away to the edge of the penalty area. Strinic has it. Curling ball towards the far post, over Vida's head. Croatia will keep it in down by the byline on the right-hand side. Cerna with another high cross. Mandzukic free header. It's blocked. May well have been going wide. Turkey bring it away.
It's actually a poor header. I mean, it was a little bit of a lollipop cross. It was just high, and he had to try and make his own pace or generate his own pace. Mandzukic just probably tried too hard to head it too hard, in all honesty. Yeah,
quite easily blocked on the edge of the 6-yard box. So neither keeper yet forced into a save. Goalless at the Parc des Princes. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Northern Ireland playing later on today. Will be playing their last group game in the Parc des Princes against Germany, June the 21st.
It is interesting with Croatia. They've been down the right probably 3 or 4 occasions, and when they get the opportunity to cross it for Mandzukic, they're certainly trying to get the ball to him.
Turkey with a rather hopeful ball forward down the left flank. Çorluca intercepts for Croatia, and Subasic, the goalkeeper, in light grey, just comes outside his penalty area to play a pass to Vida. Strinic, rather awkwardly, got himself in a tangle. He's lost the ball to Arda Turan, who stumbles back into Strinic and wins the free kick. Stocky, powerful midfielder with fabulous close control.
Yeah, it's a daft challenge. Where's he going? Turan's going nowhere. He's actually sat on the floor with the ball. You can't get it off him. He's no danger to you now. You've conceded a free kick.
Free kick right-hand side will be taken by Çalhanoğlu with a bandage strapped around his right elbow into the near post and headed behind by Bardel for Turkey's first corner of the afternoon. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Watching it with Mark Lawrenson as Daniel Subasic, the Croatian keeper, just makes sure everything is to his liking as he bounces up and down on the goal line. One of the Turkish players standing on his toes, so he just gives him a friendly little shove in the back. Caner, the left back, with the corner. That's not good. into the near post. Modric with a rather awkward clearance away, and then the ball just punted forward, goes behind for the Croatia goal kick.
Turkey have had 3 set pieces, corner and 2 free kicks, and they've either been too short with the cross or too long.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Oh, here we go, Mark. Some centre-backs with ponytails.
Loving it.
From our listeners. Darren
Crikey.
Peacock. Darren Peacock from
coached
John.
him. How could I forget that?
Kyriakos.
Yeah, we got that
You
one.
got that one. Dimichaelis.
Oh.
Of course, Dimichaelis. That came from Ginger Whelan. Leo in Gloucester. Brian Kilcline.
Lived on a barge.
Extra bit of info. And Chico Flores. See, they just come flooding back to you, don't you? That's from Dave.
No. To be honest with you, they didn't come floating back to me.
No. But they do once.
But now you wrote them down in front of me.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. With the unponytailed Mark Lawrenson. Little flick ball into the penalty area for Turkey. Runs through to Daniel Subasic. Cenk Tosun is Turkey's centre forward.
I don't think he's touched the ball.
No, I'm just going to say that. I
really don't think he's touched it.
Yeah. And Modric's pass is cut out.
Unusual
the ball
for him.
Comes back off the shins of Hakan and goes out for a goal kick. Centre forward Tosun, Mark, plays his football at Besiktas, hasn't been able to get a game this season because Mario Gomez, the German, has scored an absolute hatful of goals, so he comes into this tournament not having played all that much.
Well, there's an argument then he might be fit and healthy, but out of touch.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Subasic, Croatian keeper, with a long clearance, flicked on by Mandzukic. The ball is cleared to the halfway line, volleyed forward by Selçuk. Vida's underneath it. He was fouled as he tried to win the header. Wants to take the free kick quickly. Gives it to Rakitic. Comes striding forward, Rakitic, and Turkish defenders are just sort of melting away. Still got it, Rakitic. Eventually Arda Turan gets back there and gets his body in the way to stop Rakitic, and it's cleared upfield by Babajan.
Just had nowhere to go, Rakitic. He kind of fought off 2 or 3 players, and in the end there was a fourth came in and pinched the ball off him. There's your four-name ponytailed Vida.
Yeah, Vida with the foul. Heard the Turkish fans go up again, roaring their approval for the free kick won by the centre forward Tosun. And Turkey have it again just inside their own half. Stroke pass finds Mehmet, the centre back. Dropping deep to pick the ball up was Gökhan. Mandzukic with a little back heel to Bardel. Strinic down the left-hand side. Crisp, accurate passing from Croatia. Perisic now runs at the Turkish defence. Skins Gökhan. Left-footed cross in. Is headed high in the air by Brozovic and over the bar. What was the right back doing there?
Well, absolutely, the 7. He just kind of decided he was going to tuck in and let the Croatian player cross it, which, of course, we know is a danger with Mandzukic in there.
That's Perisic on the left-hand side, plays his club football for Inter Milan. Top scorer in qualifying for Croatia, 6 goals in the 9 games, few assists as well. And as Mark just said, Gökhan just said, all yours.
Yeah. After you.
Exactly. Just hearing that the test match, day 4 at Lords, is going to start at 2:40 in about 20 minutes' time.
Doesn't that make you feel good? That it's raining in England.
Raining in Paris as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but it's raining in England.
Gotcha.
You know, if it's raining in Paris, you do not want it cracking the flags at home.
And just a reminder of the match score. England 2-0 up in the test series. This is the 3rd and final test. England will resume on 109 for 4 with a lead of 237 runs. Commentary coverage as ever on test match special.
How many
on
game
Five Live
series
Sports
is Pakistan, ABB?
You're testing me now. I want to say 4.
Yeah,
I want to say 4. I think that's right. And I think that will be a little bit more of a test for England
just
as well.
Croatia
have it on the halfway line, stroking the passes around. Ball is picked up in plenty of space here by Brozovic. Brozovic plays it out to Cerner on the right. He takes a touch, stands the cross up. Brozovic with the header, didn't get enough on it, and it just skims off his forehead and moves out to the left. Perisic back to Strinic. His ball into the near post, headed away, chested down by Modric. 30 yards from goal. Back to Bardel. Bardel to Vida. Turkey just under a little bit of pressure here. Cerner again on the right-hand side. Pacey cross in, and Babajan, the goalkeeper, comes easily to the edge of his 6-yard box and claims that.
Well, that's their route, isn't it, down the right-hand side for Croatia, and Turkey is struggling to stop that route. But Brozovic, I'm not quite sure what he was doing. It skimmed off his head rather than he'd actually tried to get any force behind it or even direction.
Another one who's playing his club football at Inter Milan last season on loan from Dinamo Zagreb. As Turkey bring it forward with the right back Gökhan. Plays it across to Selçuk under no pressure, just floats a casual pass out to Arda Turan. Selçuk back into defence, and Hakan, the left-sided centre-back, finds Caner, the left-back. Low ball up towards Cenk Tosun, the number 9, the centre-forward. Played out to Turan. Turan to Ozan. Modric with him, so Ozan is forced backwards. Turkey 0, Croatia 0, just over 20 minutes remaining in the first half.
I like what they've done as well, Croatia. Brozovic should be on the right of the front three, as it were. Just tucks in, leaves all the gap for Cerner, and they've sort of got 2 up front at the moment. Croatia, quite adventurous.
Good defending from Çorluka there. Turan's ball down the left-hand side. Çorluka just got in the right position, got his body in the way, made sure the cross couldn't come in, and the ball has run behind for a Croatian goal kick.
I always thought he was quite decent at Tottenham.
Yeah. Left 4 years ago. Slaven Bilic was in charge at Lokomotiv Moscow and signed veteran Çorluka, where he is now. Goal kick for Croatia. Mandzukic may well be the target up the middle of the pitch. Subasic gives it the old heave-ho with his right foot. Turan wins the header for Turkey. Then Çorluka just thumps it forward, headed away, and Caner, the left back, almost gets caught in possession by Brozovic, who wins the throw and takes it quickly down the right-hand side to Rakitic. Selçuk stays with him. Rakitic, 2 men on him, goes tumbling, wins the throw, and Selçuk says he's dived.
Sorry, well, listen, the ball actually came off Rakitic. He wanted a free kick and he got a throw in.
Right in front of loads of red-shirted Turkish fans. 10 yards short of the dead ball line for Croatia. Turkey 0, Croatia 0, BBC Radio 5 Live. 2 more Euro 2016 commentaries to come. Poland, Northern Ireland at 5 o'clock UK time in Nice. And then Germany, Ukraine in Lille. Republic of Ireland get their campaign underway tomorrow at 5 o'clock against Sweden. Another full commentary on 5 Live as Croatia bring the ball down the right. Here's Brozovic after Modric wasn't able to get the cross in. Brozovic's cross finds no one, and the ball goes out for a Turkey throw in their right back position.
Nobody gambled though. It's actually quite a good cross from Brozovic. He just had a little small window of opportunity and hit it very, very early.
And Thursday, a small matter of England-Wales. 3 o'clock UK time, Thursday afternoon. Appointment listening, BBC Radio 5 Live.
Won't be much work done from about 2 on Thursday, will there?
No, absolutely. And Wales, of course, topping the group after their win against Slovakia yesterday. Gökhan, Turkey's right back, unwinds, big throw, is intercepted. Ball forward there from Brozovic. Mandzukic, little cushion header, lovely pass from Rakitic. First time, and Perisic couldn't control it as well as the pass was played. He's managed to keep it in down by the byline on the left-hand side, lays it back to Strinic. Strinic here to Bardel. Bardel to Modric. 35 yards out in a central position. Wide to Cerner on the right. Cerner's cross in is attacked, but the goalkeeper, Babachan, punches it away, and then the volley from Bardel is straight back at him, and he saves.
Yeah, a little bit lucky, Babachan, to be honest. He came out and made decent contact, but it straight back into the middle of this 18-yard box, and the shot was right back into his midriff. Probably got away with one a little bit.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Former Republic of Ireland international Mark Lawrenson with us on 5 Live. Ball is played into the Turkish penalty area.
Would that have been the first shot on target?
May well be, yeah.
Can't recall anything else.
No.
Of any note?
No. Modric side foots a pass up the middle of the pitch. Perisic to Brozovic with his back to goal. Just lays it off to Rakitic. Out wide to Cerner. Loves to get forward, as he has always done for many, many years for Croatia. Poor passes, giving it away, though, in central midfield. So Turkey have the ball back with Çalhanoğlu. Now Selçuk. Selçuk spots Turan in a bit of space on the left-hand side. Croatia can't close him down. Little 1-2 down the left. Turan falls. Managed to get a foot on the ball as he was stumbling. Stroke pass across to Gökhan, the right back. 25 yards out, curling ball in, good one, headed down, it's stopped on the line. What a chance for Ozan. He's headed it straight at Subasic. He should have scored.
Should have scored. Great ball, and you knew as soon as the delivery came in that he knew he was going to head it. He worked it out straight away, either side of the goalkeeper Subasic, and it's 1-0 for Turkey. What an opportunity.
There's one international goal to his name. It should have been two. The 21-year-old has had the best chance of the game. Wonderful cross onto his head, 6 yards out, and as Mark Lawrenson just said, either side, and you were talking Turkey 1, Croatia 0. It remains goalless.
And the thing was, it's so much pace on it, it only just really needed redirection. It was almost like if he misheaded it, it would have gone in.
Yeah. Like the Robson Kanu scuff.
Yeah.
Fools the goalkeeper.
How often do you see the ball going? Because the goalkeeper is trying to half read it, and quite rightly so, and it completely puts him in the wrong position.
Half an hour played. BBC Radio 5 Live. Brozovic with a hopeful attempt, not good execution. Right-footed drive, goes well wide and way too high. We're just going to see it again. Oh, I tell you what, it's very close actually. I mean, it hasn't crossed the line, but the goalkeeper was right on the line, and he slightly fumbled the save.
He had his body behind it, though, didn't
he? Exactly.
So,
like a fielder on the boundary.
Particularly convincing. It kind of hit his body, went through his hands, hit his body, and a little bit fortunate. Our ponytailed central defender was nowhere near it, by the way.
Domagoj Vida, our ponytailed centre half, and Chorluka's down and taking a bang to the head.
Wow, it's like he's been assaulted. Well done, referee.
Rolling around on the floor.
Come on, let's see.
Just going to have a little look at the replay now. Tosin was up.
His arm. The jelly babies. What is all that about?
His arm, as he jumped, landed on the top of his head.
Dear, oh dear.
Probably, I mean, that was a slow motion we saw. There is blood. I think I can see blood on Chorluka's hand, but I know what you're saying, Mark. And in the meantime, we're just having another look at the volley from Bardel for Croatia, which was hit straight. Babajan, the Turkish keeper. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Winners of this group, Group D, will play one of the third-place teams, possibly in England and Wales's group, could come from Group B. The runner-up of Group D will play the winner of Group E, which is the Republic of Ireland's group, Italy, Belgium, Sweden in with them. And if you finish third in this group, you could be up against possibly France, winners of Group A, you'd think. Or maybe Wales or England. Chorluka, his face is absolutely covered in blood.
It's like a nick. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's sometimes you just nick it, and it looks far worse than it is. It looks a bit Henry Cooperish. Doesn't it?
It does. It does. Sort of Terry Butcherish.
Yeah.
Those famous pictures of Terry Butcher getting banded up. There is a lot of blood from a fairly innocuous elbow that landed on the top of his head. So Chorluka's got to go off and get bandaged and get rid of all that blood before he can get back on. So Croatia going to be down to 10 men.
Will he have to change his shirt and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, heaven.
Yeah, it's going
to take. You got a little bit of blood on your shirt in a contact sport.
Yeah. It's going to take a little while. So Croatia down to 10 for the time being. Turkey should be ahead. Ozan with that great headed chance that he nodded straight at Subasic. Perisic with a flicked header forward. And Babacan, the Turkish keeper, is there and collects for Turkey.
Since we mentioned before there have been no shots on goal, and we've now had, 3?
Yeah. No goalless games so far at Euro 2016. He says, trying not to put the mockers on this one. Very solid build, he says politely as well, of Ozan, the guy who missed the header.
Yeah, chunky.
Chunky, exactly.
As in Kit Kat.
Yeah, that sort of build. Great chance, he wasn't able to take it. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Floated ball to the edge of the penalty area, headed away by Modric, who's back there doing a bit of extra defending. I'm just trying to see what Croatia have done with Chorluka off the pitch, actually.
Well, I think it looked for a second as though actually Modric was alongside Vida.
So you definitely throw a few long balls up there towards Tosin with Modric defending. Chorluka is getting very heavy strapping, white bandage round the head. So the mummy returns, here he comes onto the pitch. Huge roar from the Croatian fans. I've just seen a little possession stat pop up on the screen in front of us which says it's pretty much even. That's the way it feels as well, actually. 51% Turkey, 49% Croatia. Another Croatian player down. Right, Mandzukic
The
is
referee
down.
had a look at him and just ran straight past him.
And Cerna's backheeled the ball out of play. So we're going to get another stoppage. No blood for Mandzukic. Chorluka is back on. Looking like he, might have had brain surgery. There's so much bandaging round his head now. But they've got him back out there pretty quickly, which is important.
Yeah, Mandzukic took a little bit of a blow, but come on.
Just one goal in the qualifying campaign for Mario Mandzukic. That was against Italy. 13 goals for Juventus this season, winning the double with them. Turkey have given the ball back to Croatia after Cerna backheeled the ball out of play. And there is Chorluka back on the field, strapped up, who plays it to his centre-back partner Vida, who wants an option. He's being forced to scuttle crab-like sideways across the field. Decent turn from Perisic. Up the line to Mandzukic. First time ball to Rakitic, who was trying to get Perisic away again down the left. Really good sliding tackle from Mandzukic. Selçuk comes in and the throw-in goes Turkey's way.
And it's right. Absolutely right. Well done, Mr. Eriksson. Spot on.
Turkish fans don't like it, as you can hear.
Or even the Croatia fans.
Croatia fans don't like it, as you can hear. We'll just edit that little bit out. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Day 3 of Euro 2016. Spain, Czech Republic tomorrow. Kicks off at 3 o'clock. Local time. 2 o'clock UK. Full commentary on that game in Toulouse. I'll be doing it with Robbie Savage. Modric has committed a foul here, 10 yards inside the Croatia half.
Modric a little bit ratty. I think it was a foul though.
Jonas Eriksson so far has done well with this game.
He's trying to let it play. He's trying to let it flow, isn't he? It's a foul.
It was a foul. It was a foul. Definite trip on Çalhanoğlu. So, free kick for Turkey. They've had the best chance. Ozan's header straight at Subasic. Other than that, the shooting's left a little bit to be desired. And Çalhanoğlu just having a little chat here with fellow central midfielder Selçuk.
He's not shooting, is he?
I hope not. It's a long,
he's lined up like he might, and it must be a con, surely.
Let's see what he does. Big cheers from the two. Oh, he is shooting. And there we go. Conversion time.
Goodness.
Miles over the bar.
Oh, my goodness. Then they're all slapping his hand as though to say, well done.
Yeah. That's always a thing I never get about.
What on earth?
Tennis doubles or volleyball, after every point, win or lose, you slap the hands.
What a waste of energy.
Yeah.
Waste of energy.
And that was a wasted free kick.
He'd just be saying, you numpty, wouldn't he? He wouldn't be slapping his hand.
Turkey 0, Croatia 0. BBC Radio 5 Live. Perisic trying to win the ball for Croatia on the left, has fouled Gökhan, the right back. He doesn't agree with the decision. Turkey get themselves the free kick. Turkey have never beaten Croatia over 90 minutes or 120 minutes of football.
I'm not sure that was a free kick, I think it was a little bit 2 3s and a 6.
Played each other 6 times, these two. Turkey have won one game, which was that Euro 2008 quarter-final. It's the one that finished on penalties. Modric and Rakitic both missed. And Perisic, you were just spotting there, has had his number shaved into the side of his hair.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Well, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. No ponytail, but number shaved in. So
they've obviously spent too much time in the hotel.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of time. You've got a lot of time off,
certainly have.
So why not? Why not? Turkey 0, Croatia 0. 8 minutes remaining in the first half at the Parc des Princes. This in Group D. Poland, Northern Ireland. Full commentary to come on 5 Live. 5 o'clock UK time. 8 o'clock tonight. Germany against Ukraine in Lille. Chorluka. Nice measured pass. 40 yards, 50 yards down the right. Sliding challenge from Turan. And his momentum was such that it's taken him straight into the corner flag, which is actually the bottom of the corner flag there, I notice, on a spring. A metal spring.
Yeah.
And his legs were apart there as he slid in. That could have been uncomfortable. He's okay. He's on his feet. Corner for Croatia. Hit low to the edge of the penalty area. Brozovic's ball in. Vida tries to get on the header. Mandzukic on the turn. Hits the shot straight at the keeper. Easy save.
Yeah, he didn't really get any great purchase on it, did he? He did the clever thing, which is try and keep it low, but just straight at the goalkeeper yet again.
Turkey clear towards the halfway line. Headed out of play for a Turkey throw on the left-hand side. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. If you are just tuning into 5 Live this afternoon, one really good chance for Turkey. Ozan Tufan with a header 6 yards out. He could only direct it straight at Daniel Subasic, the Croatian goalkeeper. Here's Turan, Turkish captain. Mandzukic being a pest right behind him, trying to take the ball off him. Gökhan has lost it on the right. Mandzukic wins the tackle, but he's nowhere to be seen now as the ball's played forward. Rakitic can't control that.
It was like schoolboys in the playground, wasn't it?
Chasing the ball wherever it goes. Selçuk up to the halfway line. Left-hand side for Turkey. Ozyakup plays it back to Çalhanoğlu. Caner, the left back, did that classic thing where a slow pass was rolling towards his foot. He looked up, trying to see where he was going to play the ball, and then forgot he actually had to control it.
Yeah. By the way, you're playing football this afternoon.
Yeah. Rolled over his foot, out for the throw. Çalhanoğlu didn't like that pass to him. It put him under pressure. He's won a throw for Croatia, though, because he's thumped it into Tosun.
He looks like he's got a kind of swimming cap on now, doesn't he?
He does. Very tightly white bandaged head for Vedran Çalhanoğlu. Rakitic trying to volley the ball on down the right-hand side. He had an early chance in this game. Right-wing cross, which he volleyed wide. Didn't quite get the contact he wanted. Here's the 21-year-old Ozan. And the other chap who we may see later on, 18-year-old Emre Mor, plays his club football in Denmark, but has interested a lot of clubs around the world. Very speedy, skillful young winger. Perisic for Croatia. Turkey 0, Croatia 0. Rakitic just assessing his options here. On the ball, 30 yards from goal. Takes his time. Plays it to Brozovic, right on the edge of the Turkey box on the right. His cross is blocked by Caner. The ball spins back to Modric. Modric out wide to Cerna. Cerna's cross in, knocked behind for a Croatian corner.
Yeah, the quality of crosses hasn't been great. They've merely probably had about 10, of which 8 have been down the right-hand side.
So another corner for Croatia. Are we going to get a goal in this first half? Swung into the edge of the 6-yard box. Mandzukic got something on it. The ball actually spins backwards out of the box. Here's Rakitic, his ball in towards the far post. Vida trying to win the header. Bounces down in the area. Selçuk hooks it away. Modric with the volley. What a goal! What a fabulous strike from Luka Modric. First time right-footed volley, 30 yards out. Bounced just in front of the keeper. Ends up in the back of the net. And the Croatian fans inside the Parc des Princes absolutely love that. Turkey 0, Croatia 1.
Yeah, and it's absolutely fantastic technique. Bearing in mind it was a high ball that came out. He had, in football terms, a long time to wait for it to drop. I'm not quite sure about the goalkeeper. I think he might have caught him somewhat unawares, but it's a lovely strike by Modric. I just have a feeling, without seeing the replay, that the goalkeeper might have kind of dived over it a little bit, but take nothing away from Modric, because at high ball, out it came. It was really, really high, and he's hit it early. I tell you what, is even better when you look at it now.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
Ooh, goalkeeper again. It's another one.
He could have thrown his cap on it.
Yeah.
He's I don't know what he's kind of looked at thinking, can I catch it on the full, or is it going to bounce in front of me? And I think that split second, it's just gone underneath his arms. If that was in training, you'd all turn around and go, you should save that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't take anything away from Modric and the skill, but the goalkeeper, no.
Yeah, the technique from Luka Modric, as Mark was just saying, the ball was dropping from miles, like a steepling catch on the boundary. Caught it superbly, hit it into the corner, but it's gone underneath the goalkeeper's hand. And that is now 5 games at Euro 2016, and we reckon 5 bad goalkeeping mistakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they're not even. It's not. There's nothing that's questionable, is it? It's just, no, sorry, black and white, definitely.
Well, Croatian fans don't care. Luka Modric doesn't care. He's got his 11th goal for his country. And it's Turkey 0, Croatia 1. And now the missed header by Ozan Tufan seems all the more crucial as well.
And there's always that theory, isn't it? Why do goalkeepers choose to be goalkeepers? because they're not good enough to be outfield players.
Turkey with the ball halfway line, and there's a foul there on Çalhanoğlu by Brozovic. So Turkey get themselves the free kick. Late stages of the first half, Croatia leading by 1-0. And their fans, all of them on their feet in those red and white check shirts around the stadium, in each other's arms, bouncing up and down, singing the songs. Croatia leading by the 1-0. Set piece to defend though late in the first half. Çalhanoğlu's free kick into the edge of the area, headed away by Rakitic. Gökhan, Turkey's right back, chips a ball forward. No one there for Turkey. Rakitic covers it back to his goalkeeper Subasic.
Well, they just need to kill the game now, don't they, before half-time. Croatia wasn't a great deal in it in terms of the better chances. You might argue, of course, that Turkey had the best chance of the game. And the other argument is you scored a goal out of nothing, really, if you think about it, Croatia.
Luka Modric, one of those players, 2008 in the quarter-finals, missed his penalty in the shootout. So 8 years on, small measure of payback there, with the right-footed volley dipping in under Babajan's failing grasp. Just be careful with this one. Back header, loops up in the air. Don't let that one through your
Everybody
hands.
in the stadium's looking at the goalkeeper and thinking, he's not, is he?
No, but he didn't. He caught it cleanly. So Turkey with some thinking to do, playing in their 4th European Championship. Semi-finalist 2008, but in the previous 3 championships have lost their opening game every time. Lost to Croatia, actually, funny enough, at Euro 96 at Nottingham Forest City ground. Lost to Italy in 2000, lost to Portugal in 2008, and they're behind against Croatia here. Thuram in the penalty area, good challenge. Perisic covered the run, slid in, corner to Turkey.
Yeah, did really well. Again, that pace with the ball on the pitch, of the greasy pitch, just helped Perisic.
So, added time now at the end of the first half. 2 minutes of it, and we've played 20 seconds of that so far, and Croatia have a corner to defend. They lead by 1-0. Caner, the left back, into the near post and is headed into the side netting by Hakan, and is behind for a goal kick.
But we've seen an awful lot already again in the competition of players making that run to the near post and nobody seemingly able to stop them for the flick on.
Was it the Wales-Slovakia game yesterday where early on Slovakia hit a couple of corners there, didn't they? And it very, very nearly led to something.
I think France got done with one as well, if I remember. Giroud was caught napping.
That's right, yeah, in the opening game on Friday night. Subasic, Croatia's keeper, takes the goal kick, whacks it down the middle of the pitch. Çalhanoğlu volleys it forward with his right foot. And it's Modric's sweet volley, which has given Croatia the lead here. Ozan with a header sideways, intercepted. Rakitic on the halfway line. 40 seconds of the first half remaining. BBC Radio 5 Live. Turkey against Croatia. Commentaries on Poland, Northern Ireland and Germany, Ukraine still to come on your Euro 2016 station. And the cricket, I think, will be underway again at Lord's now. England resuming on 109 for 4. It is underway. With a lead of 237. 113 for 4, lead of 241. My maths tells me. Test match special over on 5 Live Sports Extra. Dying embers of the first half here. Turkey have won a free kick. And Caner has thrown the ball about 10 yards forward of where the offence was actually committed, and now he doesn't even have time to take the free kick.
If he'd taken it from its original point, he would have had time to play the free kick, so victim of his own decision.
Right, half-time whistle blows. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. The cameras focus on Luka Modric, quite rightly. A wonderful bit of skill, Mark Lawrence, and a brilliant strike on the right-foot volley to give Croatia the lead, but Babajan, the Turkish keeper, comes off knowing he should have saved it.
He dived all over it, but it was such a high ball played out of the Turkish defence, and I think with Modric, he's got to look at it, get his technique right, set himself at the same time thinking he could get smashed at any second by a challenge. So his technique was great, and what he did was he didn't go and try and hit it too hard. He guided it from that point of view, it was a great bit of skill, but I'm sorry, it should have been saved.
They were easy players to pick out at the start of the game, and obviously we mentioned them in Modric and Rakitic, and you always fancy you're going to get something special from one of them. It's come from Luka Modric at the Parc des Princes, and the half-time score because of that is Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Yes, I'm not going to try and pretend. Volkan Sen of Fenerbahce is coming on for Turkey at the start of the second half, and he's replacing the former Arsenal man Oguzhan Özyakup. Sen played in 6 of the last 7 qualifiers for Turkey in the campaign. 4 of those were starts. Another midfielder, Turkey start in the second half. A goal down against Croatia. And as we've been saying throughout the tournament so far on 5 Live, your Euro 2016 station, obviously getting a win in the first game of the group pretty much will mean you're going to be in the last 16, because the 4 best third-place teams from the 6 groups will go through. We're only going to lose 2 third-place teams and all the bottom teams at the end of the group stages. A massive bang has gone off somewhere around the Parc des Princes as Turkey have an early throw on the right-hand side, just inside the Croatia half. Mandzukic is trying to chase the ball down. I'll give you the 2 team lineups again in just a second. Modric with the goal late in the first half. But as previously discussed with Mark Lawrenson, another goalkeeping error, unfortunately. A wonderful right-footed volley, particularly because the ball was dropping from such a great height. Sweetly hit, but it flew under the goalkeeper's right hand, and Babajan should have saved it. So here's Domagoj Vida, Croatian centre-back. Oh, Čorluka has changed his strapping. His head, when he left the pitch at the end of the first half, because of the blood, was completely tightly wrapped in a big white bandage. Now he's just got a sticking plaster.
Looks like he's in the Malans. Was it the Malans?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
A grey streak.
Yeah. Turkey on the ball inside the Croatian half. Slightly sort of slowish start in terms of pace to this second half.
Yeah, I think Croatia have to be really clever, because they're thinking 1-0 up, let's not do anything stupid. But what you don't want to do is invite Turkey onto you.
Yeah. Edge of the area, and there we are. Modric with a really important interception.
Whoa.
Yeah. So Turkey team, Sen has come on for Özyakup, Babajan in goal, Gökhan, Mehmet, Hakan and Caner at left back, Ozan, who had the wonderful chance with the header in the first half, which he nodded straight at the keeper, Selçuk, and Volkan Sen, who's just come on as a midfield 3, Çalhanoğlu and Arda Turan supporting the number 9, Cenk Tosun, up front. Subasic in goal for Croatia. Cerna, Čorluka, Vida and Strinic as their back 4. They've got some defending to do at the moment. The holding midfielder Bardel has been shrugged off by Arda Turan. Turan is tackled in the end by Strinic. Ozan has won the ball back for Turkey. Real commitment to their play at the start of the second half. Çalhanoğlu's cross in. Volkan Sen with a sweetly struck right-footed volley which hit one of the Croatian defenders and meant that the goalkeeper didn't have to make a save.
Yeah, I think it hit Vida, didn't it? And again, well done to the referee, because there was all sorts of challenges and he just let go. I think this is his first yellow. It is actually a poor foul and challenges.
Yeah, Hakan is going in the book here.
Living up to his name.
Bardel is the holding midfielder for Croatia. Modric and Rakitic you might have heard of. A couple of useful midfielders ahead of him. Brozovic, Perisic and Mandzukic through the middle. And Mandzukic was the one who's just worn that left boot of Hakan, who came sliding through and has picked up the yellow card for his troubles. And we're just going to see the volley actually hit
his
Tosun,
own player,
didn't it?
Yeah,
the volley hit.
In fact, that's the only time you've mentioned Tosun in the whole game, to block his teammate's shot. Well done.
Yeah, it kind of sums up his afternoon so far. 3.5 minutes played, second half. Mark Lawrenson with us on BBC Radio 5 Live. A couple of cracking commentaries to come as well. Northern Ireland, just heard Joel Taggart saying, to the day, 30 years to the day since they last played in major tournament football against Brazil in 1986. They're playing Poland, kicks off at 5 o'clock, full commentary here on 5 Live. And Germany-Ukraine with Jens Lehmann.
Did they get beat 4-0 that day by
I think they did,
Brazil?
yeah.
That was a game too many, wasn't it?
Yeah.
After the heroics of earlier.
Yeah.
People forget as well when they beat Spain, they only had 10 men.
Yeah.
Maldonado gets sent off.
You're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I can picture the goal now. I mean, that was football as I was growing up, watching those World Cups on television. I can see Jerry Armstrong swivelling and hitting that right foot shot
He's made a fortune out of that goal, Big Jerry.
Yeah.
Good luck to him.
So Northern Ireland...
Actually, now that goal was 38 yards out. You do realise that?
Yeah, an absolute rocket into the top corner. Northern Ireland, Poland at 5 o'clock. We're watching Turkey, Croatia. Croatia leading by the goal to 0. Still little sort of stains of blood around the forehead of Chorluka as they take this free kick. Rakitic, lovely delivery, and it's a weak downward header in the end from Mandzukic, which is easily saved by Babajan.
Good delivery. I'm not sure if that actually kind of hit somebody on the way in after leaving Mandzukic's head.
Clearance from Babajan. Turkish keeper headed away by Vida, our ponytailed friend at the back for Croatia. They're all in blue, white numbers on their backs. Oh, brilliant from Rakitic as he just goes slicing through the heart of the Turkish midfield, still going, shoved over on the edge of the box. And it's a real shame it was, actually, because I'd love to have seen that run ended with the shot.
Yeah, I think what the Turkish boys are saying is that there was minimum contact and he played for it. Well done, because he's beaten 3 players, and you know when you, as a defender, anywhere near any slightest touch, which there was a slight touch, wasn't a great one, you know it's going to be a free kick. And the thing here now for Turkey is that this free kick is in the middle of the 18-yard box. So where do you set the wall up as a goalkeeper, and where do you stand?
Yeah. Referee Jonas Eriksson's got the can of squirty cream out, and he's just marching the wall back 10 yards. Free kick is right on the edge of the D. Babajan, the goalkeeper, can't quite make his mind up. It's exactly what you're saying, Mark, actually.
Well, he's lining the wall up. And the whole idea, if you line the wall up, you've got to stand somewhere where you can see the ball. But there's going to be that many players in the wall. I don't know if you can get this up and over. I don't know whether it's Modric or Rakitic or whoever.
Could be Dario Serna, the right back. Yeah. Perisic with the left foot. Goalkeeper looks nervous. His eyes are almost wide with fear here. And Turkey have plenty in the wall. Serna is just staring at the moment at the ball, looks up to the top corner.
There's a great distance from the taker, Serna, and the wall as well to get the ball up and over.
Croatia leading by a goal to 0. Can they make it 2? Perisic, no. Serna with his right foot, hits the bar and over. Brilliant strike.
Did you see the goalkeeper?
Didn't move.
Never actually moved a muscle. Had absolutely no idea where that was going whatsoever.
Not only did he very nearly get that up and down, but the pace it was hit at as well.
Yeah. But that's a great thing, about this with the spray paint. We all used to laugh at it and everything. But it's great because you can't encroach. And for free kick takers, it's an absolute bonus.
Yeah, no, that was a really good...
Was that a Platini thing, was it?
Innovation. Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe he's only one. That's not bad, is it, out of this 57?
Michel Platini, of course, part of the French team in this very stadium that we're looking at, the Parc des Princes 1984. That team that won the final 2-0 against Spain. Platini scored 9 goals in that tournament in 5 games with 2 hat-tricks.
We were in the same group as them.
Were you?
Ireland. In the qualification.
Right, yeah.
We got. I think we had France, Belgium, and Holland when they were all proper
teams. Was that Belgium with Schifo and?
Oh no, a little bit earlier than that.
Right,
they had a bloke who looked about 65, played in midfield. What a player!
8 minutes gone, second half. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Croatia have just hit the bar with the Serna free kick. Rakitic goes down, manages to get his pass away to Perisic on the left-hand side with the number 4, his shirt number shaved into the side of his head. Crosses blocked. Here's Mehmet, one of Turkey's centre-backs. That's a rather lazy clearance from the captain, Arda Turan. Might get away with it. He's got the ball back here. Loose first touch. Modric came flying in with a crunching challenge.
Wow, that's Turan, wasn't it?
On Turan, the two of them, yeah.
But if you look at he's explaining Turan, but if you look at the way Modric went in, it looked like he could have injured himself.
Yeah,
really seriously did.
Yeah, Turan and Modric, I think, have kind of
they sorted it,
made up.
Yeah,
both of them sort of went in. It's one of those. As soon as you saw where the ball was, you knew it was going to be one of those. Both men going at it hard.
I'm not to be funny, ABB, but Modric doesn't even tackle anybody. There was absolutely no malice. No, I don't think so.
No. Perisic, good ball from Modric with his right foot, 40 yards. Gives Perisic a chance to run at Gökhan. Past Gökhan, low ball in. Babajan palms it out. Oh, Serna's wasted the chance. Left-footed shot. He's dragged it wide. He had the whole goal to aim at.
What a miss. But again, the right back for Turkey completely skinned. Serna can have another touch. He might even be able to have 2 touches I mean, the goalkeeper's come out, a little bit of a Superman impression, and he's all right foot, Cerner, but he hits it with his left. He could have just had a little touch and gathered himself, but then you'd argue that it's a defender in the opposition penalty area, isn't it? Just snatched at it.
Rakitic is 5 yards to his left and he's asking for the ball. That was another possible option. I mean, he's right to hit it, but
maybe he had too many options.
Yeah. But that's the difference as well. Cerner, the right back, we saw a minute ago with the free kick with his right foot. Absolutely wonderful strike. Get him on the left foot, and not quite as good.
No.
10 minutes gone, second half.
Mind you, throw anything at this goalkeeper Babajan and you're going to get something. Yeah,
Croatia leading by the goal to 0. One of the features on the BBC Sport website and the BBC Sport app during the tournament, Euro 2016, is our predictor game, which I'm sure you must be doing. Mark, what did you say for this one? Do you know?
2-0 Croatia, I'm guessing. I really wouldn't know. I don't even know what day it is.
Rakitic, Sunday. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. And just being told, little voices appeared in my ears that we're going to be hearing from David Beckham at full time in this game. His thoughts on England.
Well, he's not going to put them away, is he?
And the 1-1 against Russia last night. Turkey throw, right-hand side, 10 yards inside the Croatian half.
We haven't really seen much from Turkey, have we?
No.
In terms of chasing the game a little bit, could easily be 2-0 down.
Hakan, who was booked for an early challenge in this second half, and they've lost the ball here, and this is dangerous for Turkey. Modric on the turn, few options ahead of him, slides the left-footed pass into Cerner with the touch on the edge of the area, ball is on his right foot, curling cross is blocked, took a long time over that. Cerner, Caner blocked it with his back, and the ball eventually has gone out for a Turkey throw.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky really. Great play by Modric, as you'd expect, and Cerner was, I think, again, like the shot, his left foot shot was in two minds because he had too much time to think.
Volkan Sen, half-time substitute for Turkey as they clear their lines up towards the halfway line. Fatih Terim, the emperor, their coach, I could see just barking a couple of instructions on as the ball's cleared by Croatia, and free kick conceded for a foul on Ozan on the halfway line by Brozovic. But Turkey need to up the game a bit here. Wasn't much in that, just a little nudge from Brozovic.
It's now Chorluka's cuts open again.
Yeah, his wound has opened up, so Chorluka is going to have to be strapped up again because he's got a really thick stream of blood pouring down the right-hand side of his face.
They're not sore, those kind of cuts. They're just like a nick, and you wonder why it bleeds so much.
Like the boxers sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. They just cannot. Oh, we got blue for the second half. Blue
colour-coded. I'm surprised he didn't get yellow in the first half for putting white on.
To go with the kit. Croatia leading 1-0 through the Modric volley. Here come Turkey. Çalhanoğlu with a left-footed optimistic shot. It's blocked. The ball spins up in the air. Cerner heads it clear. Croatia down to 10 men at the moment. And here is Sen. Volkan Sen. Little step over down to the byline. Left-footed cross in. Is headed behind by Vida. Turkey get a corner. What are you spotted there,
I'm just trying to see who's sat in alongside Vida with Chorluka going off.
Croatia lining up to defend this corner. Çalhanoğlu, Turkish midfielder, number 6, holds his right arm in the air, curls it in with his right foot. Subasic, the goalkeeper, comes and catches it comfortably.
Yeah, he's looked good actually. He looks like he's in control of the situation. Oh, we don't speak too soon.
He plays his club football for Monaco, so is on familiar soil in France.
Why would you go there, do you think, play?
Bank balance, possibly. Croatia lead 1-0. Turkey on the ball again with Selçuk. Pokes a little ball to Gökhan, the right back, who you'd have to say is better going forward than defending, because Perisic, he hasn't even had to use skill to get past him. He just knocks it past him.
It's just the bleeding obvious. Push it past him and go. He's not in the competition, is he?
Caner's ball forward from left back is no good.
He looks like an elf now, doesn't he, Chorluka? Albeit a 6'3" elf.
He's got, as Mark said in the first half, it looks like a blue swim cap. The bandage is packed so tightly with a white band around the front now to hold it, but also rather comically, a little sprout of dark hair kind of sticking out of the top.
My Turkish is non-existent, but Fatih Terim, the manager, was just by gesticulation was saying to his players, just come on, pass the ball. They're not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, bit lacklustre from Turkey so far. And if you consider the other opposition in this group, Spain and Czech Republic, they could be under a bit of pressure after losing the first game. If that is indeed what happens, Turkey ball from the back is flicked on. Arda Turan is not going to get on the end of that. Çorluka's there first, whacks it down the right-hand side. Lovely touch from Brozovic. Brozovic plays it to Rakitic. Back to the halfway line. This is where Croatia really can pass you to death. Lovely first touch stuff. And then slightly overhit by Mandzukic on the volley, looking for the run of Brozovic. Brozovic closes it down. And who got the last touch?
I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a Croatia throw, yeah. Janer was saying that it just flicked Brozovic as he cleared it. But
it wasn't a bad ball from Mandzukic because it just turned. Well, Janer had to run back and try and deal with it.
Cerna, who's hit the bar in the second half and shot wide with a really good opportunity. Long throw into the penalty area. Brozovic left foot volley just over the bar.
Oh, we're right behind it. For a split second, it looked like it was going to nestle into the far corner. It's funny, if that had been England, everyone going, long throw, and everyone get up and head it down, and it's great first touch as well.
Funny you mention England though, Mike. Just watching this at the moment, Croatia are 1-0 up and could be 4-0 up.
Yeah,
and you just know, don't you? Just know at 1-0, as happened to England.
Dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous.
It's funny because pros say, 2-0 was always more dangerous. Never really quite got that.
No, I don't get that.
Because you could make a mistake and it was only 2-1.
Yeah. Brozovic. Down there, a wonderful touch from Rakitic. And Mandzukic is offside. It was a first-time ball from Rakitic, but yeah, Mandzukic just drifted offside.
Yeah, I actually think Rakitic played it for himself, but just that Mandzukic actually got in the way.
Yeah, and actually that's a good point. I'm not even sure he was offside, but had he not gone for that, I think Rakitic would have got there, wouldn't he? Absolutely. He could have carried on the run, yeah. Croatia lead 1-0. We have just under half an hour left in the first half. We have two more commentaries coming your way on 5 Live this afternoon and this evening. Northern Ireland play their first game in the tournament in Nice, 5 o'clock UK time against Poland. Germany, Ukraine. Germany, the world champions. That's at 8 o'clock tonight. Conor McNamara and Jens Lehmann, your team for that one. Perisic going to have another run at Gökhan and will fancy his chances. Just got the ball caught under his feet. Strinic's ball into the penalty area is volleyed away by Mehmet. Slightly miscontrolled by Bardell. Turkey take advantage, then Sen has overrun it. Just gone hurtling into Cerna and fouled him. Referee very sensibly.
Again, great, isn't it?
Plays the advantage.
Let the play go. Yeah. It's good.
And then Modric and Rakitic take the mick and play two very quick-fire 1-2s between the pair of them. Rakitic to the right-hand side and Brozovic. Now Modric just stumbles in the penalty area, knew he hadn't been fouled, got the ball out to Cerna on the right, cross into the 6-yard box, is headed away, and it's a Croatia throw. Very creative team, aren't they, Croatia? Yeah,
Modric has just said to one of the referee's assistants, could it not have been a foul, but it wasn't a great kind of demonstration of angst.
Cerna to Brozovic, cross in from the right to the far post, nodded up in the air by Perisic. Mandzukic can't get on the end of it, and Babacan grabs it, the Turkish keeper. You're right though, Mike, it's one of those where he might have been given a little nudge. He carried on playing, but actually you could have pulled it back and said, if you felt it was, could have pulled it back and said...
There's a lot of guys would have gone down for it.
Yeah, definitely. Modric stretches, can't quite get on the ball on the halfway line. Volkan Sen.
Just really untidy Turkey, aren't they? There's no... You look at that now and you kind of think, what are they trying to do? There's no great structure, the passing's not good.
Right-hand side, Gökhan plays the ball back, and that's clumsy and lost on the right there by the captain Arda Turan, who looks like he's fading a little bit physically in this second half.
He looks to me like every time he looks up, there's nothing really on for him, and it's almost like, come on boys, give me something, because he is a very creative player, as everybody knows. He does make things happen.
Plays his club football for Barcelona, but because of their transfer situation, the ban that was imposed upon them, wasn't able to play for the first half of last season. Also has a fair bit of competition in that Barcelona midfield. Perisic on the left-hand side, low cross, bounces off Mehmet, back onto Perisic and behind for a Turkey goalkeeper. You're right, in terms of structure and a concerted effort to get back in this game, Mark, Turkey have offered
Nothing.
Yeah,
however,
diddly.
with this second upcoming substitution, was that Burak?
Yeah, Burak. Who, and now there we go, Arda Turan, the captain, is coming off.
Big decision.
Yeah.
Big decision by Fatih Terim.
Right, well, that's two up front, and one of the most creative players going off. Burak, you don't think it will be?
No. I was looking to see, because Turan ran straight past the manager, and I'm thinking, or is it just the fact that he knew that Fatih Terim wouldn't give him a high five because of he's as old as me, isn't he?
And he could just have run past him and said, thanks, Fatih, which would have sounded extremely rude to a lot of people, but actually...
I'm glad I didn't say that.
With him, that's absolutely fine. Turkey 0, Croatia 1, 25 minutes to play, and Burak is on and has won a flick on immediately, and Tosun's trying to get on the end of it, and the offside flag goes up. Burak currently plays his club football in China. Again, you might ask, why go there? Similar question.
I just can't see it.
Yeah. Top scorer in qualifying with 4 goals in 6 appearances, and scored in Turkey's last warm-up game against Slovenia.
How old would Burak be?
He's 30 and has scored 20
Good
goals.
Time to go to China.
Yeah, not bad. Get yourself on a little 2-year deal.
Pension.
Yeah, exactly. Long ball from Croatia to the edge of the Turkish penalty area. Modric to Brozovic on the right-hand side. So Turkey have made 2 of their 3 subs. Low cross is scrambled away. Çalhanoğlu with a right-footed clearance downfield. Vida comes across to chest it down. Chased through by Burak.
This game's getting stretched.
It is, isn't it? And Çorluka just runs past Tosun. Modric under a little bit of pressure.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just turned and flicked the ball away casually with his right foot.
He's got wing mirrors, the guy.
Saw him coming, and he's got Croatia very quickly downfield here with Perisic, who's going to take on Gökhan. Skin him, low cross in, and almost converted by Brozovic at the far post. He was a stud length away from sticking it in the back of the net.
Again, great play as well from Perisic, isn't it? Well, I say great play. He just meanders forward, and the fullback just can't catch him.
Yeah. If you're Spain and Czech Republic watching this, you're thinking, right, down the left-hand side against Turkey.
No, you're not. You're thinking, actually, maybe our right-back can run. Which is always a prerequisite as a footballer, generally.
Rakitic, side-footed to Modric, back to Rakitic. Croatia bossing the game, leading by a goal to 0, opening game in Group D. Cerna, right-footed ball. Volleyed away by Hakan at the near post. Powerful header from the left-back Caner. Modric cushions a header down. Well kept in by Cerna on the right-hand side. Brozovic back to Modric. It'll pocket a space just outside the area. Curling ball towards Mandzukic, who loops his header over the bar.
They're going to kick themselves, Croatia. They're basically bossing the game. They've had 2 or 3 very good opportunities in the second half, including clipping the top of the crossbar. But as everybody knows, at 1-0, just one mistake, one lack of concentration, and they should be clear here. They really should be. This is like, as you rightly said before, England against Russia last night.
Good feeling in Croatia ahead of the tournament about this team, the talent within the squad. Haven't been that impressive in the last couple of tournaments. Didn't get past the group stages in Brazil a couple of years ago. Didn't get out of the group in 2012, the Euros. Didn't qualify for the World Cup in South Africa in 2010. Maybe this year is going to be different for them. They're leading Turkey by a goal to 0. We've reached the midway point of the second half.
I heard Slaven Bilic talking about them as well, and he said strip them of their ability and all those kind of things. He said there's a great dynamic in the squad. He said it's fantastic. And even though you've got Rakitic and Mandzukic and Modric, there are no stars per se.
Rakitic
offside.
flicking one over the top towards Perisic. And yeah, I think the flag would have gone up, but yeah, Perisic wasn't going to reach it. And so the ball is with Babacan, the Turkish goalkeeper. His mistake allowed Luka Modric's volley to go in. That's why Croatia are leading by the goal to 0.
I bet Perisic wishes he could take, what's his name, the right back? Gökhan around with him everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, absolutely.
Oh, God,
now here we go. This is the fellow I was mentioning in the first half. 3rd youngest player in the tournament, Emre Mor. He is a speedy bag of tricks, and it's been decided by Fatih Terim that it is his chance to get out there and try and do something for Turkey. And you heard the reception he got from the Turkish fans. Plenty of clubs looking at him. Very, very promising young player who currently plays for Nordsjælland in Denmark.
He actually looks like he should still have a paper round.
Yes.
Doesn't he?
2 players younger than him
baby-faced
in this tournament. Renato Sanchez of Portugal. Good ball through here to Burak, who heads it on, but straight behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's a great ball. The turn for Burak, it was going away from him and it's in the air. It was just difficult to deal with. I think it was a bit of a close one in terms of offside, but even so,
he couldn't quite nod it behind him. That's what he wanted to do.
It was really difficult to control.
So yeah, Renato Sanchez is the youngest in the tournament, and Marcus Rashford,
what a player he is as well.
Yeah, and Marcus Rashford's the
of
second
course,
youngest here.
of course.
And then Emre Moore.
Future's bright.
Yes, exactly. 20 minutes to play. BBC Radio 5 Live. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Are Croatia going to pay, like England did last night, for not converting the countless chances they have created? They've got a throw. They're all in blue. Their fans all in the red and white checks. Around the stadium in the park, they praise. Modric was caught by Emre Moore as he was volleying the pass away. No free kick given. And Ozan now runs at the Croatian defence. Little pass here to Çalhanoğlu, who goes for the shot from 25 yards and drags it wide.
Yeah, he's got to hit the target. Got to hit the target. Good break as well. Again, the referee. Let the game breathe. Let it flow. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I think Modric's got a knock, did he? Oh, is that why they're whistling, the Turkish supporters? Is he getting treatment, I bet, when he cut back and see?
Into the last 20 minutes. Yes, it is. Modric at the moment is hobbling, and the referee, Jonas Eriksson, very clearly pointing to his watch and saying to the Turkish players, don't worry. It's one of those...
Didn't do anything wrong.
No.
The kid, absolutely nothing wrong. Modric, he just said. No problem.
So Poland, Northern Ireland, Germany, Ukraine are 2 commentaries to come on 5 Live. They're both BBC TV games, and if you want the best of both worlds, you can actually watch the games with our commentary, the 5 Live commentary, on the red button. That's also available on the BBC Sport website and the BBC Sport app, and also on connected TV, where apparently you can also get pre-match build-up an hour before, and the in-game tactical camera. So there are plenty of ways to watch, listen, consume.
In-game tactical camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's been interesting to see what it is.
Rakitic pokes the ball with his right foot wide. Mandzukic cross. There's the header off the bar. Perisic
should have been 2-0. Sorry.
No, absolutely.
Should have been 2-0. He's a clonking header. He just needs to just glance it down a little bit. All over.
And again, I was just about to say, what's Mandzukic doing out there? And he whipped a wonderful cross in.
He did.
And Perisic has just missed a fantastic chance. Croatia have hit the bar twice. Now Mandzukic has just been caught by Hakan.
Yeah, but he hurt himself the way he slid in.
Sliding in to win a ball he was never going to win. So Mandzukic is down. Croatia lead 1-0. Missing chances are plenty in this second half. Caner attacking down the left-hand side. Great perseverance from him. Ball is headed away by Çalhanoğlu, who's strapping on top of his head, is slowly coming loose, so there might be some more attention needed there. Moore tries to flick it on here on the edge of the penalty area. The ball's pinging around. Croatia can't get it clear. Çalhanoğlu does really well to slide in. Cerner holds him up, still going Çalhanoğlu. Then Cerner on the ball, down by the byline, turns and whacks it out for a throw.
I think we're going to get a game now. Oh, hold on. How cynical is this? Just as going to try and take a throw really quickly, Turkey. Çalhanoğlu's gone down again. But of course, if he is still bleeding,
yes,
he's bleeding.
Yeah, on his right hand.
Well, the referee's just saying to all the Turkish, get away, I'll sort it. And that's what he's done.
Yeah, you could just see a minute before I mentioned that the dressing seemed to be kind of moving further up his head.
Here's the chance.
Yeah, here's the chance for Perisic. It was Mandzukic's cross. Perisic is all on his own.
See what the right back did? He just left him. He just absolutely, totally left him.
Yeah.
Should have scored.
Should have scored. So Cerner's hit the bar with the free kick, dragged another left-footed shot wide. Perisic has headed against the bar.
Yeah.
It really should be 4 or 5. I mean, I guess the encouraging thing is, if you're watching Croatia, you're a Croatian fan listening to us, they're playing some great stuff.
Very good. This is a problem now, though, because Çalhanoğlu's got to go off. And Turkey have got the ball down the Croatian end. He's a centre-back.
Yeah. And I guess, actually, I mean, Turkish fans are thinking he was being cynical going down, but now he hasn't helped himself because having gone down,
exactly,
he's off. Yeah.
He's actually disadvantaged his team.
Croatia down to 10. Here's Selçuk, very quickly closed down. He's gone down, but he's going to pick himself up. Bardell with the challenge, and Selçuk, as soon as he realised he wasn't getting the free kick, got up.
Because of the referee. Because the referee's saying, I'm having none of it. It's great. That's a foul.
Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Rakitic didn't like that challenge from Volkan Sen, and grabbed his left boot with both hands as if he's going to yank him across the grass.
And the kid who's come on more, he's complaining now. I mean, he's not old enough to vote. How can he whinge at the ref?
15 minutes to go. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Just getting some close-up shots. We haven't mentioned him actually. We've talked a little bit about Fatih Terim, the Turkey boss, but an interesting character as well, Ante Čačić, who is the Croatian coach, 62 years old. He took over in the middle of the qualifying campaign, with 2 games to go, when Niko Kovac got the sack. Won those 2 games, hasn't lost a game in charge of Croatia, but actually isn't that popular with the fans, and he's a former TV and radio repairman and used to own a coffee shop as well.
Wow.
So he's multi-talented.
He's had a dull life.
Yeah, exactly. Mandzukic over on the left wing. Ozan took it off him. Perisic tackles Ozan. Čorluka's strapped up for the 3rd time. And we've gone back to just plain white bandage.
Yeah, and he's also got to go to the 4th official, hasn't he, to get permission to come back on and all that check his bandages and the whole shebang, which is what we're waiting for now.
Yeah, Croatia have managed that time well, actually, that last 3 or 4 minutes when Čorluka's been off the pitch.
Yeah, and also you just felt that Turkey was starting to get up a little bit ahead of steam, and now that the balloon has been well and truly pricked, hasn't it?
Well, one brilliant chance for them in the first half was Ozan's header from close range, which he nodded straight at Subasic. But since then, Croatia on top and should be miles ahead. Cerna on the right-hand side. Floated cross towards Mandzukic, beyond Mandzukic, headed away. Volkan Sen gets there first. Strinic is now out of position. Selçuk. Crisp pass across the midfield to Ozan, but this is still deep in Turkey territory. 14 minutes remaining in the second half. Croatia leading 1-0. The other opening game in Group D is tomorrow in Toulouse. Kicks off 2 o'clock UK time. That's Spain. European champions from 2012 against the Czech Republic. We've got full commentary on that one. Then at 5 o'clock UK time, Republic of Ireland, Sweden. Full commentary on that with Alan Green and Chris Waddle. And our evening commentary tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Belgium, Italy in Lyon, with John Murray and Jermaine Genus. 13 minutes to go. Can Turkey mount some sort of spirited response here at the end of this second half? Perisic down the line to Mandzukic. Couldn't quite get the pass away to Strinic. And it's out for a Croatian throw.
Strinic was off and running as well. And, of course, the only opponent would have been the right-back who can't run.
Exactly, yeah, Gökhan, who certainly hasn't been man of the match this afternoon. Plenty of yards being stolen as Croatia take that throw finally down the left-hand side. Rakitic trying to bundle his way past Hakan. Great sight of Rakitic there over on the touchline with just thousands and thousands of those red and white check shirts behind him. He's won another throw. Just been past her, and Rakitic now is getting those Croatian fans to get involved. He swings both arms in the air and he gets a response from them. Just been passed a message here from the office which says UEFA have threatened to throw England and Russia out of Euro 2016 should such violence occur again after disturbances in Marseille in the past 3 days. Ball bounces in the area. There's the header, tipped over the bar by Babajan. It was Brozovic with the header, and it's gone behind for a Croatian corner.
Yeah, probably comes under the title of decent save, although it seemed to be taken a little bit as though unexpectedly. It was a good header.
Babacan got fingers on it, just tipped it over the bar. The UEFA Executive Committee said in a statement it will not hesitate to impose additional sanctions on the FA and the Russian Football Union, including the potential disqualification of their respective teams from the tournament. Corner from Rakitic is headed over the bar by Bardell. Plenty more on that after this game has finished, and we are sort of 15 minutes or so away from that. Croatia leading 1-0.
Do you actually think all these idiots that are involved in all this,
listen to that,
and yeah, exactly, they'll go, yeah, really? That's the problem, and I would guess quite a lot of them don't even go to the matches.
No,
I think it's what can you do? And let's be fair, ABB. You knew straight away when it was Marseille, Russia, England, plus the locals. Alcohol, son.
Oh, that's a brilliant back heel from Moore. Challenge on the edge of the box from Strinch. No penalty. Definitely a foul. Strinch is going to get booked. We'll be discussing that more at full time. We're going to hear a bit from David Beckham after this game as well. His thoughts on England's performance last night. But Turkey just have a chance here now with a set piece right on the corner of the box. And it was Emre Moore, the young lad, wasn't it, with the back heel. Volkan Sen got onto it. And Strinch did what he had to do and make the challenge, and made it just in time, because a yard further on and we'd have been talking a penalty. So are Croatia going to pay for missing all the chances? Because here is an opportunity for Turkey. 10 minutes remaining. BBC Radio 5 Live. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Caner, the left back, stands over this ball, which is just outside the penalty area on the right-hand side of the box. As Turkey are attacking. Yeah, you'd have thought so.
Well, you can't. There's nowhere really to go with a cross here, I don't think.
Turkey trailing 1-0.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a Johnny Wilkinson type stance, stroke, run up. Yeah.
Caner with hands on hips, hair swept, heavily gelled to one side, about 5 paces away from the ball. Opportunity for Turkey. The whistle blows. Here's Caner with his left foot, goes for it, and easily saved by Subasic. Yeah. And it's nice to say that a goalkeeper got it right.
Yeah, and just patted it down as well to make sure everything was okay. Anticipated it. What's all the fuss about?
So just to repeat that again, UEFA threatening to throw England and Russia out of Euro 2016 should such violence occur again after disturbances in Marseille in the past 3 days. Croatia coming forward. Rakitic felt he was fouled. Doesn't get the free kick. So Croatia just a little bit stretched here as Turkey start to run at them, and it's the 18-year-old Moore who's actually given the ball away. Oh, Mandzukic didn't like that. He kicked out, and it's just calmed down. That was Caner and Mandzukic. Suddenly just bubbled up between them, and sensibly they decided to calm down.
Yeah, sense prevailed, I think.
Modric, left-hand side for Croatia, scoops a little ball with his right foot, which he might even chase himself. Brozovic won't get there. Mehmet plays it back to his goalkeeper. Babacan all in pink. Right-footed clearance straight down the middle of the pitch. Header is won by Çalhanoğlu. But it's Croatia who get there first with Milan Bardel of Fiorentina. Plays it forward to Ivan Perisic of Inter Milan. Rakitic slides it through. Perisic one-on-one, and the keeper saves. Babacan stayed big, got his body in the way, and blocks it at the near post.
Yeah, I'm surprised really insofar as whether the Croatian player went to play the ball past the goalkeeper. Had absolutely no chance of getting it in from there. It needed to come across.
Another chance, another great chance for Croatia to create something. If Turkey get out of this with a draw,
well, they should be, what, 4-0?
Easily.
Certainly 3-0. It's Perisic again, wasn't it? He's caused them all sorts of problems, but great little ball in as well.
Perisic down now, possibly cramped, not sure. He's in that position where he's sitting down and leaning towards his toes. And Turkey plays.
Referee's not having it. Get off. Brilliant. Yeah. Get off. If you want treatment, you get off, mate.
Yeah, he's refereed the game superbly, hasn't
brilliantly.
he?
Absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, we tip our caps to him this evening. Just seeing a replay again of the Perisic effort. He tried to dink it over Babacan, and Babacan blocked. But time is fast running out for Turkey. 7 minutes plus added time remaining. Croatia leading by a 0-0. Next game for Turkey is on Friday against Spain in Nice. All the best with that. And Croatia play the Czech Republic on Friday in Saint-Etienne. 2-5 live commentary still to come from Euro 2016 today. Poland, Northern Ireland, 5 o'clock UK time. That game in Nice, and in Lille, Germany, Ukraine is our 8 o'clock offering for you this evening. Kramaric getting ready to come on for Croatia, former Leicester man.
Of course, Didn't last long, did he?
Didn't last too long, and missed all the fun. Was on loan at Hoffenheim this season, and has now joined them permanently. Croatia leading 1-0. Selçuk for Turkey in these dark red shirts, which with the sort of black pattern on them, blends down into the black shorts, black and red socks. Croatia chasing them hard, 6 minutes plus added time to go. And here's Janer at left back, left-footed cross, looks too close to the goalkeeper. It is, who claims it easily.
Shelling peas when it's a poor cross. Has Perisic come back on?
There he is.
Oh,
yes.
He is. I thought they might have just said, you know what, it's the last thing you want to do if he's got a bit of cramp is then just to kind of pull his calf a little bit or strain it.
Just trying to think, have Croatia made a change yet? I sort of asked myself that question because obviously that's the commentator's job to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Well, Kramaric's just on.
Yeah.
But that's it, other than that. And we've got just over 5 minutes to play. Croatia leading 1-0 through the Modric volley. Emre Mor, the 18-year-old, little side-footed pass, but Turkey going backwards at the moment. Croatia quite happy to hold them there. And Croatia looking more like 4-4-2 now with Kramaric and Mandzukic as the two up top. Janer, left-footed cross, powerfully headed away by Vida. Fell nicely for him that when he read it from a long way out and powered the header away. Gökhan finds Moore controls, he's speedy, turns, plays it wide to Gökhan, quickly closed down by Strinic. The ball's not moving at the moment, flicked forward by Volkan Sen, headed up in the air. Bardel with the header away. Gökhan wins the next header for Turkey, nods it behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, they actually trapped Croatia into the last sort of third of the pitch, but they couldn't really do anything with it. They're all regimented, sat in there, Croatians. He's coming off.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't you? You won't want him to get a calf strain because he's arguably as good as anybody in the Croatian team. However, we have to factor in that the right back actually is quicker running backwards than he is forwards. No, the other way around. Sorry.
Yeah. But Perisic has had him on toast this afternoon. Perisic makes way. Croatia still just lead by the goal to nil. And we're in the closing stages in this first game in Group D. Thursday is the one I know plenty of people will be waiting for back home. England against Wales in Lens. It's a 3 o'clock kick-off local time, 2 o'clock UK. Goes without saying. Full commentary on 5 Live, all the build-up as well. Should be some occasion in Lens. Throw in for Croatia. Just inside their own half on the right-hand side. Fatih Terim.
Yeah, he's complained to the ref. I thought actually it was a Turkey throw. I think the referee got it wrong.
Didn't want to get on the wrong side of Fatih, actually.
Whoa, what?
No. He looks cross there. Long throw down the right-hand side. Mehmet turns and clears for Turkey. Moore couldn't quite control it, and Vida, slightly awkward header sideways, puts Strinic under pressure. Plays the ball up the left-hand side, and here's Moore. Little winger. With pace, beats one man, beats Kramaric. Tumbles over the challenge from Strinic. Play picked up by Sen. Ozan to Emre Mor. They're trying to get the ball to him as much as they can. He flicks a little cross in with his left foot. That's over hit, actually. It's beyond Burak and it's behind for a goal kick. 2.5 minutes to play plus added time. Croatia leading Turkey 1-0.
You can see why all the fuss is about Moore, though, can't you? He runs like Messi with the ball at his left foot, gets his head up, sees things, looks a player.
So Croatia will take their time over the restart. They lead 1-0. Mandzukic and Kramaric just having a little discussion, waiting for the ball to be delivered upfield to them by Subasic, the goalkeeper, with his right foot to the halfway line, headed forward by Selçuk for Turkey. Bardel tries to clear. Modric was clattered, but Kramaric is on the ball here. Turkey player's gone down. Kramaric still running, and Gökhan trying to stick with him. Kramaric has overrun it behind the byline. Doesn't quite have the pace and the skill of Perisic, but he picked on the right target.
And he's wasted a few valuable seconds as well.
Gordon Schildenfeld is getting ready to come on for Croatia. He'll replace Rakitic. He's a centre-back for Dinamo Zagreb. Again, another very experienced defenders.
It's a very Germanic name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the first bit's not.
Yes. Do you know what? I'm just going to try and look him up and see if I can find out his heritage, because I think he might be right about that. Let's have a little look for Gordon Schildenfeld, with Croatia leading by a 1-0. But his great-grandmother, here we are, his surname stems from the fact his great-grandmother was Austrian.
Austrian, oh well.
Well spotted.
Different regiment.
There we go.
Same cap badge.
90th minute of the game. Turkey 0, Croatia 1. Modric's beautifully struck volley towards the end of the first half. Kramaric here has committed a foul, so Turkey will get a free kick just inside their own half, just inside the Croatia half, sorry.
Surely the centre-backs, yeah, they're coming now.
Yeah.
They've got to come up. It might even nearly be goalkeeper time.
Last chance saloon almost for Turkey. They've just rolled it to Emre Mor, the 18-year-old. Just skims Modric, then hits a left-footed shot, which was optimistic, blocked. Janer, the left-back, his cross is headed away by Modric. He's done some good defensive work, actually, for...
He does, though. ABB, you really seriously do. If you're watching for Madrid, he just managed to get a little foot in now and again. Works extremely hard.
4 minutes additional time. Ball is flicked on here towards Burak. Cerna wins a header and is fouled as he did it. Volkan Sen disagrees and just shouts in Cerna's face as he's lying on the floor. Yellow card.
Schöner's, I don't know about that ref. He does like to fall over a bit. Croatian captain.
That's a rare mistake, actually, from the referee, who's had a very, very good game. Jonas Eriksson.
Oh, no, that's not a yellow card.
No,
surely not.
No, I agree.
Unless, well, I don't know. No, you can't give him an unless, it just wasn't.
Croatia inching towards a win in the opening group game against Turkey. And next up, in just over an hour's time, should be a belter. Poland against Northern Ireland. Mehmet with a header away for Turkey. Is there going to be a sting in the tail? Are Turkey going to do to Croatia what Russia did to England last night? Because Croatia should have finished this game a long time ago. As Turkey come forward in the dark red shirts, Mehmet towards Selçuk. Selçuk to Sen. His pass was initially intercepted. He's got it back. Now the ball is chipped over the top, looking for the run of Burak. It was Ozan's ball that was intercepted. Croatia are sitting deep here. They're leading 1-0. Selçuk. Low ball to the left-hand side to Hakan. And Burak is the only man forward for Turkey as they're trying to find this equaliser. Gökhan's trying to find him now. Burak just ran straight at Çorluka, didn't look at the ball and fell over.
Well, that's crazy. Not the last bit, the fact that Burak's the only forward in the opposition 18-yard box and you're 1-0 down with what, minute left?
Been slightly disappointing, Turkey, actually.
They have. I think they've been very, not slightly. I think they've been very. I expected more from them.
Yeah, Mandzukic headed down here, but he's the one who's actually committed the foul. So Turkey get the free kick. 2 minutes of added time remaining. Croatia going to try and eat some of that up by making a substitution. Marko Piazza, the 21-year-old from Dinamo Zagreb's going to come on. Mario Mandzukic is coming off. Hasn't managed to score today, but the Croatian fans appreciate his efforts. And Croatia getting very, very close to the win, to an important win in the opening group game. So Mandzukic off. Looking forward to a bit of Poland, Northern Ireland next. Mark?
Yes. Yeah. I just think Northern Ireland has done better than anybody to get where they've got.
Full commentary coming up on 5 Live. Long ball thumped forward, drops down in the penalty area. Might be a chance here, half a chance for Hakan. Good defending, just stopped him before he could get the shot away.
Çorluka, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great challenge.
Piazza now trying to win it for Croatia on the halfway line. The referee is holding both hands in the air, and he's blown up because Çorluka, having made the challenge, is down. It wasn't for the challenge on Piazza. We'll get another look at it here. It's Hakan, the centre-back, who chested it down, and Çorluka threw everything in the way. Might just have taken a boot in the face, but good defending, Mark, as you said.
Very, very good.
Committed.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a follow-through on him. It's nothing serious.
Yeah.
If he were 1-0 down, he'd have been up and running, sprinting like a gazelle. He's been off he must hold the record today for the number of times he's gone off the pitch.
Yeah, it is going to have the statistician scurrying here for the record books, because Çorluka's had his head bandaged 3 or 4 separate times, taking another whack now, so he's got to go off the pitch to come back on again. My stopwatch tells me we've played the 4 minutes of added time. That is a minimum, and we're still going to get a little bit more time.
What's the ref going to do, though?
Yeah, that's an interesting one, because Piazza had lost the ball for Croatia there, so he's just going to have a drop ball. And we might have a competitive drop ball, which you don't often get. And why is Selçuk pulling the back of Modric's shirt?
Because he says it shouldn't be a drop ball, it should just be their ball.
Yeah.
He's not going to let him do it.
That's what Selçuk's trying to say. So he's trying to block Modric. He's not going to let him take part in the drop ball. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's absolute playground stuff with the teacher here at the moment. Come on, let's get on with it. Referee drops it. Selçuk nicks it off Modric, and this is going to be their last attack of the game, Turkey. Caner, long ball forward, bounces in the penalty area. Turkish fans appealing for a penalty because Hakan's gone down, but he fell over.
Get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
So I think that could be that for Turkey, who've been disappointing today, but Croatia, a lot of people picked them as an outside bet for the tournament. Have some serious talent in their squad. Got to take their chances better than they've done today, but they've created plenty. They're leading by the goal to nil. Long ball whacked downfield by Subasic. Moore can't keep it in play. The Croatian fans roar because they get the throw in. I've got a feeling once this ball gets back into play, that could be that, and Croatia will get the 3 points.
And you would think this ball will get thrown down the line as well. There you go.
Srinic throws it down the line. Referee not going to blow just yet. Kramaric trying to play a little 1-2, and the full-time whistle goes, and Croatia start with a win. Luka Modric roars his delight. He was the man who got the goal late in the first half. Wonderful execution of a right-footed dipping volley that the Turkish goalkeeper should have saved. Croatia hit the bar twice in the second half, missed other really good chances as well. But just looking at the reaction of their players in a big group huddle in the centre circle, that win means a lot. Don't forget, 8 years ago, Euro 2008, Turkey beat them in the quarterfinals. But the key thing for Croatia, Mark, as at any of these tournaments, opening game, get a win, you're in great shape.
Well, and also if you're in the same group as Spain, likelihood that Spain might turn you over. So played 3 points, fully deserved by Croatia, throwing away the better side. Disappointed with Turkey. This could easily have been 3 or 4-0 to Croatia, and the Turks couldn't have moaned about it whatsoever.
Croatia plays Spain in their last game, so you're absolutely right about that.
Might be through by then.
Both might be through by then. It'd be a shame if they were, because that is going to be a brilliant football game with the technicians they've got out there.
Probably
those
need a ball each.
Yeah, a ball each, exactly. 2 balls in that game, that'd be good. Full time in the Parc des Princes then. We're up and running on day 3 of Euro 2016. Croatia have beaten Turkey by 1-0. They take the 3 points. Spain and the Czech Republic meet in Toulouse tomorrow. It was the Modric volley that decided it.